If you could talk to your younger self, what are the things that you would tell her? Today, I'm going to share with you 5 things I've learned and I wish I could tell my younger self so she could grow up becoming the best version of herself. First thing I would tell her is let people go. When we are young, we get to make so many friends. We get to meet so many people, and not always and all the people we meet are the right people for us. I remember I was always trying to be too nice, too friendly, trying to please people. And as in all relationships, sometimes it doesn't work out. And when you face conflicts in the relationship or friendships because you are not aligned with each other, instead of letting it go, sometimes you try to force the relationship because maybe you are afraid to lose that relationship or that friendship or afraid to be alone. Now I've understand that the more you force a relationship and the longer you take to cut it off, the harder it's going to be later when it's been so long that you are more attached to it. When you are younger and you don't know your values, you try to impress everybody and you want to be liked by everybody. You want to make friends with everybody. But the older you get, the more you realize that what matters the most is your peace of mind and how you feel around those people and how they make you feel. So instead of wasting your time and energy trying to fit in and force relationships, it's better to invest that time and getting to know yourself, getting to know what are the qualities you want in a friend, what do you actually deserve, and then automatically the people that matches with you will find you. Because when you want to attract something, you have to give the same energy. And the next thing I would tell her is know your values. And this one goes kind of hand to hand with the previous one, because if you don't know your values, you will not attract the right people for you. But I want to focus in more to ourselves. When you don't know your values and you don't know your value, you don't understand what do you like, what do you dislike, what do you respect, what do you believe in. If we don't know this, we are always going to be feeling lost. And not only that, but it will also affect our self-esteem, our confidence, and certainly it will also affect when we meet people. Because imagine being surrounded by people that you don't share the same values with them and you don't have the same priorities. How's that ever going to make you grow if you are not surrounded by the same energy and people that you want to become? Also, when we are younger, we tend to be more influenceable. So imagine being surrounded by people that you are not aligned with, and if on top of that you don't know your values, that's gonna totally mess your mindset and you're gonna slowly and unconsciously adapt their perspective and their values and their priorities as well, changing you and transforming you to the person that maybe you were not supposed to become. And I've been through this. Like growing up, I used to have so many different type of friends that I think now, and I'm like, I don't even understand how could I be friends of those people. And I'm not saying they were bad in any aspect. It's just that they're just not aligned at all with the person I am today and the person I want to become. But I also don't have any regrets because I see every friendship and every relationship and every situation in my life as a lesson. And somehow those experiences teach you to determine your values, your beliefs, your priorities, and the person you become. Another thing I would tell my younger self is to don't rush things. And this one has two parts. One is to live the present, because I was always so worried about the future. I was always overthinking about the future and try to control everything around me that I was never living the present and enjoying life at the moment. Maybe I adopted this habit because growing up, I didn't have the best childhood. I grew up in a very strict household and culture. So I was always in a rush to grow up because I knew that it's going to be one day that I was going to be old enough to make my own decisions and just live the life I wanted. And I think I still didn't get over that quite well, because still today I have trouble living the present moment and I still try to control the future. But trust me, the future is something you cannot control. So this is something I need to still apply to myself, but you have to really live the present because tomorrow is not promised. The second part from not rushing things is to not be impulsive. And this is hard when you are younger because you are just crazy and you want to like do things whatever you feel like at the moment and you don't properly think. But this can get you in a lot of troubles. Sometimes when we make impulsive decisions, we don't think properly and we end up in situations that we are affected mentally, emotionally, and physically. When you are young, you're not always able to handle that. And sometimes it can be small, sometimes it can be big, but not being impulsive can save you from a lot of traumas. And it can be as simple as when you are in an argument and you respond bad to somebody, or when you get influenced by your friends and you end up going to that party where you end up getting hurt and breaking your legs, or anything. Or impulsively you post something on social media that you regret immediately because you get so much hate and bad comments that maybe when you are younger it's going to affect so much more your self-confidence. When you don't know yourself and you don't know your values, and on top of that you are impulsive because you want to fit in with the crowd, it's very easy to make decisions that might affect your mental health long term. So it's very important to slow down, be present, and think properly before making a decision. You have to actually think, how is that going to affect my self-esteem? How is that going to affect my mental health, and how is that going to affect the person I want to become in the future. I would also tell my younger self that you are ready. And personally, I think for me is the most important one from this list, because growing up you are so creative, and I used to have so many dreams and so many plans that I didn't even got to start doing it. Going back to the point too, maybe people around you did not support you because they didn't have the same values, they didn't have the same work ethic, they didn't have the same dreams, they didn't have the same perspectives. And now I understand that I should allow nobody affect and kill my dreams. I totally regret not starting so many things I wanted to do when I was younger. Maybe back then you didn't have enough support, you did not believe in yourself enough, you did not think you were good enough, or you just didn't have that confidence. But one thing for sure, it's never too late. And when you understand that you don't need to be good enough, you just need to be capable to start and stick to it and be consistent and don't stop, trust me, everything is achievable. You gotta see this way, okay? Nothing is put in your head if it's not already possible to achieve. The reason you are capable to imagine that reality is because there is a way to make it reality, okay? And it's normal to have doubts and it's normal to be scary, but trust me, the first step you need to do is just do it. It doesn't matter. Just do it. And once you do it, there's no looking back. Look, I quit everything and left everything behind. I took a one-way ticket to South Asia, and I'm here since now. It's been 6 months I'm here, and my life has changed. I still can't believe I had the courage to do that, because definitely I was not thinking, okay, I'm ready, let's go. Clearly not. I did take that risk, and I completely changed my life because of that one decision. It's really about the choices you make, okay? Because I could have stayed there and stay miserable, but I chose to get out of my comfort zone and make reality the life I've been dreaming for months. So trust me, if you wait to be ready, you will never be ready and you will never take that step. So just go for it no matter what. I can guarantee you that once you choose to take that one step, life will give you all the tools to grow up and be ready. Because clearly we are not born ready. So you have to use those challenges and experiences to finally grow and build the life that you desire. And last but not least, I would tell her that there are some people in your life that you need them, okay? Sometimes we become selfish and we think that we don't need anybody and we know everything, and we just become this arrogant person. But let me tell you that there are so many people that you think you don't need, but you do need, okay? And they also need you as much as you need them. And don't get it twisted, I do believe that the first person ever that you need to prioritize and care about the most is yourself, because without yourself, you have nothing. Your relationship with yourself should be your priority and is non-negotiable. But I'm talking more about when you need something, when you need help. You sometimes we think that we don't need help from anybody and we are just capable to do everything by ourselves, and because of these reasons sometimes we are so hard on ourselves, we are exhausted and we get breakdowns. So don't be hard on yourself thinking that you need to be able to do everything. It's okay to ask for help. Like, it's okay to need mental or financial support from your family sometimes. It's okay to need emotional support from your partner sometimes. It's okay to ask for a favor to your friend. Like, you don't need to be always strong for everybody. And it's okay if they also need you for those reasons too. Like, you are not weak or not enough because you are not capable to do everything alone, okay? So don't be so hard on yourself. Learn to be more soft and let the universe, let life, and let the people that surround you that are good and they care about you, love you, and take care of you. If you feel related to this video, make sure you like, subscribe, and show some love. I really hope this was helpful and inspiring for you to grow up and become the best version of yourself. Don't forget to check the links in my description below so you can watch more videos like this, and I'll see you again soon in my next video. Bye. I took that 5 for you. I do that 3 more times again. I testify for you.